Good morning, dear students. I'm Miss Tania Poveda. This is Entrepreneurship 3. Welcome to my class again. It's very important you remember to have with you a pen or a pencil and your notebook or a folder so you can take notes. Got it? Okay, you go for it. No, I'm kidding. You can pause the video if you need more time. Okay, let's continue. Well, today we're going to talk about some tips to present a good SWOT analysis. Do you remember that a SWOT analysis is a tool that you're going to use to make decisions on a business? Yeah, right? So it's very important that when you finish writing your SWOT analysis, you are ready to present it. So who are you going to present your SWOT analysis to? Usually we present a SWOT analysis to our boss, to the manager of the company. And because I'm pretty sure you want to be that manager, you have to know how to write it. You have to know how to present it. Okay? So let's continue and let's find out those tips. Take notes. Number 1, the first one. Apply SWOT analysis diagrams instead of ordinary points. Pay attention that it's saying diagrams in plural. Why? Because the way you present a SWOT analysis can be different. You don't have to use like the typical ordinary points, like, okay, strengths, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weaknesses, and then you list the weaknesses. No, you can use diagrams. And here today, we're going to see some diagrams that you may use. There are a lot of diagrams. You can make up a diagram if you want to. The thing is that you create something original, something attractive, something that catches the attention of the listener. In this case, your boss or other employees or people working with you. You got it? So what's the tip here? Well, find a balance between text and graphics. I want you to look at the picture here. Without reading, I want you to pay attention on the balance. So we have some graphics here, right? Photographics. And we have text here. So visually, there is a balance. They're pretty much the same size here that the same one here. So it's kind of easy to understand. Also, pay attention on the divisions here. It's like you have 2 on the left and 2 on the right. You don't need lines here to understand that this is the middle of the presentation. You see? So that's the balance. Visually attractive. Remember I told you that today I'm going to present different types of diagrams? Okay, this is a diamond list diagram. Diamond because it has the shape of a diamond. You see? And diamond list because we have the diamond and list. So text. Got it? Okay, let's continue. Number 2. Actually, this one is my favorite one. It says play with colors. I love colors. That's why it's my favorite one. What happens when you play with colors in your SWOT analysis? This will help you to point out every item. Without reading, you don't need to read to understand that green color, these 2 green pictures here or graphics, they are connected, right? You don't need to read. So we know that S means strength. So obviously the other green graphic is going to tell you something positive. So it says specific Here we have a specific item description for strengths. Same with blue colors. This one, they are connected. Weaknesses on this blue graphic, and then here you're supposed to write the description. Same with orange, and same with threads. You see the connection between them? How do you know? Because of the colors. Because you are using the same color to connect the factor and the description. Okay? So take notes. This is tip number 2. And what is the name of this diagram? Is honeycomb. What is a honeycomb? It's the house of the bees. You see the shape? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So this is the house of bees. That is a honeycomb. Let's continue. Number 3. Oh, this one is extremely important, extremely important. Choose background and fonts wisely. Did you pay attention that when I was presenting the first slides, there is a contrast between the background and the text or the graphics? I do that on purpose because I want to get your attention. I don't want you to get distracted, and I want you to focus here on the middle of the screen. So if you pay attention to this zigzag diamonds diagram, yes, this is another type of diagram. If you pay attention to this one, what is the color? Listen carefully to my question. What is the color of the background? Blue, dark blue. So if I'm using a dark background, what would you recommend me to use to write? Probably white. So like that, there is a contrast between the background and the text. You can read clearly without any problem. And what happened with the graphics? They are like neon colors, bright colors. So we can easily distinguish that we're talking about the SWOT analysis. You see the connection among them? Green and green, orange, orange, purple, purple, blue and blue. Okay, so what is the tip here? This will make your presentation stylish and unordinary. I love this word, stylish. It looks really nice, right? Okay, so this is tip number 3. You are taking notes. Remember, we're going to do an exercise when we finish the 5 tips. So make sure you have all your tips. Let's continue with number 4. Okay, number 4. Demonstrate the interconnection of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. What will happen when you interconnect, when you use a graphic like this? This will help you to explain how your company will utilize its internal sources to overcome external barriers and embrace the changes. So I want you to pay attention to the picture. First of all, the name of this diagram is flower. Outline flower diagram. And I want you to follow the red laser here in the center of the screen. You see what I'm doing? I'm showing you that strands here are connecting to opportunities. You see that? And I'm going to connect now weaknesses with threats. You see, visually, I'm connecting. Visually, I'm making this diagram not only beautiful, but practical. So when I present my SWOT analysis, I can use this to connect ideas. Now I'm going to ask you something. What do strengths and opportunities have in common? What strengths and opportunities have in common? Exactly, they are positive factors. Strengths and opportunities are positive factors. So the next question is kind of obvious. What do they have in common? Weaknesses and threats. Do you see they are connected by this flower? Weaknesses and threats both are negative factors. So that's the interconnection. And this is a graphic that we can use to interconnect ideas. But I want you to go back to the tip. It will help you to explain how your company will utilize its internal sources to overcome external barriers. So how to, in other words, it's going to show you how to make something negative into something positive. So let's read this one. What about threats? Remember that threats, it's something external, right? Something that you cannot decide anything about that. It just happened. It's not about your company, it's about the environment. So let's suppose that the market, they don't want to buy too much, or they don't know your product too much, so they are not buying. And you have a low demand of your product. Low demand. People are not demanding the product. They are not asking for the product. So that's a threat in that case. If you do a market research, you will know the reasons. But so far, this is a threat. Because it's a threat, you can become this into an opportunity. What may happen? Well, that your demand increase. You are not selling much, so that's an opportunity to sell more. Take decisions, what to do to sell more your product. You got it? Okay. You are taking notes. Let's continue with number 5. Okay, this one is not too common, actually. And I wasn't sure about this, if presented or not, because usually you like to use something more like this, that you can see the 4 factors of SWOT analysis in one screen. Number 5 is about present each factor in one slide. So here it says break. This is something I don't like. Break SWOT analysis into 4 separate slides. So you use one slide for S, one slide for W, one slide for O, and one slide for T. Personally, I prefer like this. Like the 4 factors in one slide, so I can read everything and connect ideas. It's my personal opinion. I'm not saying that it's the only way and that's the perfect way. No, it's what I prefer. But because of a space, because it's more attractive, because of attention, you don't get distracted and people don't get distracted, they recommend you to break the SWOT analysis into 4 separate slides. Like this one. This one is only about strengths. And it says, the tip, it will help you to highlight small and important details. So basically it's when you have when you want to write more details here. So probably you're going to have a lot of text and people won't get distracted or bored because of so much information. You got it? Okay. So those were 5 tips for a good SWOT analysis. Now, let's go back and just remember, because we're going to do an exercise right now. Okay, so here we have find a balance between graphics and text. This one is play with colors, or you use colors to identify items. Contrast, background and fonts. Interconnection, and one slide for one factor. You got it? Okay. Pay attention to this video because, okay, pay attention to this video. We are going to,
Okay, great. So in this lesson, our goal would be to apply the SWOT framework in practice. Shouldn't be that difficult, right? The company we'll examine is Starbucks, the well-known U.S. coffee company and coffeehouse chain. It was founded in Seattle in 1971 and operates in several countries around the world. Let's start with the company's strengths. First, almost everyone knows its brand, right? So it definitely has a strong brand recognition. Starbucks has been proclaimed the most recognized coffee brand in the world, quite an advantage regarding other companies in the industry. The firm's brand is one offering of a differentiated product to customers, which is coherent with its strategy and pricing. Clients have expressed they love the atmosphere in Starbucks coffee houses. They can use free Wi-Fi and enjoy the coffee drinking experience to the fullest. The company owns thousands of outlets around the world, and its clients can find it even when traveling overseas. That's a strong advantage, as it ensures loyal clients can remain such even overseas. And finally, Starbucks supply chain management ensures the quality of coffee served to customers is excellent. The company chooses its suppliers carefully, which improves the quality of its products and ensures clients receive a super coffee experience. This is another choice in sync with its differentiation strategy. Okay, very good. Let's take off our rosy glasses and consider some of the firm's weaknesses. One could argue Starbucks offers the same product in all countries where it operates. It does not customize it according to the different tastes of people in different geographies. For some customers, this is an issue, and they prefer competitor products tailored to their specific geographical preferences. In addition, Starbucks has a premium price policy, which is not in line with most customers' expectations. Not all countries have enough middle and high-income class individuals who can afford to pay extra for their coffee. Weakness number 3 would be the high employee turnover that the chain's coffee shops have. It is difficult to serve coffee as a premium product when the company's baristas have been on the job for only a couple of weeks. In terms of opportunities, we can say the following. Starbucks can access new countries easily. It simply has to apply its existing business model in these new geographies. Emerging markets can be a great source of growth for the company. Starbucks has also entered agreements within the entertainment industry and partnered with movie-producing companies. That can be a great opportunity for the firm, too. One of the biggest threats for Starbucks is the saturation of the American market, which is where most of its outlets are located. Consumers are increasingly invested in healthier lifestyle, and some substitute products are better positioned to capture the attention of the health-conscious clientele. Okay, we'll stop here. This is what a SWOT analysis looks like in practice. The depth of the observations included in the analysis depends on the information we have about the company. I'm sure an industry practitioner would be capable to prepare a much deeper analysis. However, the important point is you now know how to perform a SWOT analysis on your own, and you can distinguish the important questions from the rest when it comes to analyzing a company. SWOT analysis is a great tool that allows us to visualize and concentrate on some of the most important topics when analyzing a company. This will do for now. Thanks for watching.
okay. So we are going to analyze this SWOT analysis now. Remember that today it's about how to write or how to present a good SWOT analysis. Okay, watch this. I capture a screen here to analyze the SWOT analysis. the picture, the graphics, the text. Okay, what about the 5 tips? Can you identify the 5 tips in this picture? Let's see. Okay, remember the picture, and now check if you agree with this SWOT analysis presentation. So did the video accomplish with the 5 tips to present a good SWOT analysis? Well, by the video, I mean the SWOT analysis, the picture I showed you in the end. So apply SWOT analysis diagrams instead of ordinary points. Play with colors. Remember about the play with colors, like connecting, same teams. You can use different colors. Number 3, choose background and fonts wisely. So contrast, so you can distinguish text from background. 4, demonstrate interconnection of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Did they break SWOT analysis into 4 separate slides? Okay, check. Next to those, you consider they use. Are you ready? Okay. So these are the answers. They use diagram instead of ordinary points? Yes. Yes, they use this 4 squares diagram, like the typical one. Did they play with colors? I don't think so. If I can remember, they were using only 2 colors, which takes us to number 3. Choose background and fonts wisely. Did you see contrast on those colors? I didn't. And I'm going back just to show you. You see, we have like a turquoise here and blue. So you don't see a good contrast here. Okay, they demonstrate the interconnections of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Yeah, kind of. Especially when the girl was speaking, she was explaining all these things. Okay, and did they break SWOT analysis into 4 separate slides? No. But as I told you in the beginning, this one is kind of hard. And personally, I would like it like that. 4 factors in one screen. Now watch this one. Watch this one. It's different, right? You don't need to read everything because we are using more visual analysis. But pay attention on the contrast, pay attention on the colors, what else? The interconnection. Pay attention on those 5 tips. Are you ready to analyze? I think you are. So, according to this SWOT analysis here, what do you think now? They use a diagram instead of ordinary points? Did they play with colors? Did they choose a good background and font? There was a contrast with colors and background, text and pictures. Did they demonstrate interconnections of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? Did they break SWOT analysis into 4 separate slides? I'll show you again. There it is. Okay, so let me know your answers. What about number 1? 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Okay, you see how different it was? In this case, yes, you have a diagram. They play with colors. They have different colors, and they were clearly separated one factor from the other. They had a good contrast between fonts and background. They chose really good colors. Actually, they were kind of relaxing colors. Not too bright, not too stressing colors. They show interconnection. Without reading the SWOT analysis, you knew they were interconnected. And again, number 5, well, they didn't separate it. So that's why I put an X here, but also a check because it was kind of hard. So here it is. So by now, we already analyzed a good one and the other one that was not too good. It wasn't wrong or it wasn't bad. It just can be better. It could be better, okay? But I know that you will learn a lot today, especially about these 5 tips, because I know that you understand and know what a SWOT analysis is, and you know how to write it. So now it's your turn. Yes, it's your turn to present a good SWOT analysis. Are you ready? Yes, you are. Okay, so what to do? What to do now? This is something you have to do during this week. So you have about 7 or 8 days to do it. As always, you can ask me for help or advice, or if any question you have. Okay, you can text me or call me. It's okay. I'm just going to explain here like really fast. What do you have to do? Choose a company. It can be one of the companies we studied last week. Okay, it could be international or national. It's okay. Choose a company, use its SWOT analysis, improve it if necessary. You see, for example, Starbucks, even it's a huge company and they wrote a good SWOT analysis, can you improve it or not? Yes, right? Because right now, you know how to do it better. So if you find a SWOT analysis of these companies that you consider that you can do it better, do it. It's in your hands. Prepare a presentation. By a presentation, I mean a graphic. Okay, any graphic, diamond, like flower, the one you like or the one you need. Remember to follow the 5 tips that we studied today. What are you going to do next? You are going to make a maximum of 4 minutes video presenting the SWOT analysis. So a video of 4 minutes, no more than that, okay? Only 4 minutes. 3 minutes and 59 seconds if you want to, okay? So you are going to make a video of this, presenting, like the girl in Starbucks, that she was using the graphic and also she was speaking. This work is going to be in groups with your classmates. I will let you know who you're going to work with. So don't worry. You don't have to call your friends or call their parents. And no, I'm going to make a list and you will know the members of your teams very soon, today. What about the video? It's very important that everybody in the group speaks. So make sure that on the video, I can hear their voices. Okay, your faces or you speaking is not necessary because I know that some cameras are not working really well or because they take more space on your cell phone, but which is important is that everybody speaks, okay? So it will be great that you record your voices clearly. What is going to happen next? Guess what? You send it to me, and the best ones will be posted in Voices of UEBLI. That's it. And I know you're going to do a very, very good job. I'm sure about that. So that's it. That's it for today. I'm really happy that you paid so much attention, that you took notes, and now you know how to write a very good SWOT analysis. And also you know some graphics you can use. This plus your creativity, you are going to do something great. Congratulations in advance. Have a wonderful day and see you soon. Bye-bye.